Welcome back, everybody. My name's Grace, or Gibby, and I'm coming at you today with another video of beating the unbeatable Loco. Now, this is a new method, to my knowledge. No one has done it before, and it's utilizing status resistance to resist his charms instead of cheesing them with Werepire or using the Book of Burns method to kill him all in one turn. Now, as you can see in this clip, I'm kind of freaked out because I resisted all the charms on turn 1, and that only has a 14% chance of happening before I start using my other status resistance methods. So I was kind of freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, I got it on the first try. Um, but the status resist methods I'm using are: first, I'm winning the stat roll because I have Neko armor, so I've got a charisma and luck bonus, so I have higher stats than him. Second, I'm using the Franken-Twilly pet, and I was using the Gallant's Heart shield, as well as the Fenris pup pet for endurance boosting. So endurance gives me some status resistance. The Franken-Twilly pet, or guest, gives me status resistance. And that's pretty much it. I could have also used the status ward weapon, but I don't have it. Now that I have my turn, you can't beat him in initiative, by the way, because he has a 1000 initiative bonus. But now that I have my turn, I'm using Catnip Senses and Protosia to further boost my status resistance, as well as Purple Rain to give myself a Charisma boost, so that I win the major roll and get a higher bonus. Both Catnip Senses and Protosia can be stacked multiple times a turn, but that's kind of cheating. They're kind of not meant to do that. So I only use them once each time, and I only refresh their duration after they've already timed out. So this is a bugless kill, and I'm not using the Werepire cleanse either, which is sort of, you could argue, a bug, because all the other cleanses have level lock requirements. All the other weapon cleanses, like Rainbow, like the Destiny Axes, like the Morningstar Mist, etc. So that's why I really like this method. It doesn't use any bugged techniques. It only uses the status resistance methods we have. Also, I forgot to mention one. I have the control resistance potion from Lucretia, the Heart of the Ramlian potion. So all in all, on turn 1, I had a 15% chance of not getting charmed at all. But now that I've buffed all my statuses, I have almost like a 95% chance to not get charmed. So as long as I upkeep my SP and HP, I'll be able to wait out his energy casts until he runs out of mana, and then I'll be able to turtle in my fire armor and fire shield with baby egg so that he can't heal, and then I'll be able to slowly whittle him down with my preferred damage method. You might be thinking, since you have 3 substats, and the reason I have 3 substats and no main stats, again, is for all the status resistance optimizations. But since I only have substats, there's not really a great damage source, so I kind of just whack him down with Moglin Fan. I think an auto-hit melee weapon or ranged weapon would work better in hindsight, but I didn't think to do that at the time. But yeah, I really wanted to showcase this method because it's kind of cool to see just how much status resistance you can get if you collect a bunch of forms. There were other things I could have done too, but these ones are the best ones for this particular purpose. The Communicant Misc is a really good example of a stat. Oh, please tell me I turned on the mic. Okay, I did. Wait, that's unprofessional. Okay, moving on forward. The Communicant Misc is a good status resistance option. It gives 10 resistance to all statuses. The Paladin armor does if they're undead, but Loco cannot be form shifted, so you can't use that against him. But I thought this was a cool showcase. Not only can you tank Loco's damage, but you can also resist his status legitimately. And I just thought it was cool. That's a unique method. It's one of very few boss kills that's RNG dependent on something that is not initiative. I don't think there's any other bosses like that that are like have a set rate of success. Because again, I calculated the odds. For turn 1, you're very likely to get charmed. I just got lucky in this clip. I planned to show you like 6 failed attempts when I just got charmed in one shot. But I got it on the first try, so I was very lucky. But yeah, I think this is cool. It's like an RNG dependent solution. It's very different, very unique. And after he runs out of mana, the fight is very boring. I just sit in a fire armor and attack him. So I've sped that part up to triple speed, so the video doesn't take too long. But I just wanted to showcase some of the, and as you can see here, I just got charmed because, I have a very high status resistance, but not 100%. And I got really nervous after I got charmed because I realized he would attack with fire and I had low fire defense. But I had high enough HP that it worked out and I didn't die. Um, and now, as I say, he's out of mana. He can't use his energy attack anymore. So I'm switching to fire defenses and I'm going to use defensive miscs and strategies so that he doesn't kill me. And then once the baby egg pet stacks up the damage reduction, then he will do 0 damage to me as long as I have a fire defensive misc. So now I'm pretty much all set to go for the rest of the kill. But yeah, I just wanted to showcase a new, actually bugless method because, again, the Wear Pyro method, you could argue, sort of uses a bug because there's no level cap on the cleanse, whereas all the other cleanses do have level caps. But I just thought it was cool. I thought it was a cool method, unique, and I wanted to show you guys. But yeah, I will pretty much be done for now with this voiceover because now I'm just healing up and then attacking him down. Pretty boring stuff, nothing interesting. But if you want to try killing Loco, I don't actually recommend this method. I recommend the Werepire method because it's the fastest. Book of Burns is technically faster, but you have to charge it up, so it takes much longer in practice. Faster like in the fight, but much longer charge up time. But yeah, this is it. I had a great time like theory crafting this. Shout out to a couple people who helped me with the like finding sources of control resistance and stuff, like the Gallant's Heart Shield. It's a pretty niche item. It gives like 8 paralyze and control resistance. Protosea gives control resistance because it sort of counts as a damage over time effect. Uh, niche game knowledge like that. Thanks to people who helped me out with that. And in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this little showcase. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, want to understand something that I didn't explain too well. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace and love, everybody, and take good care of yourself. Bye bye.